Hey, what's going on with it? It's your boy, Mr. Las Vegas, and we at it again. Hey, before we get into it, I need y'all to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. That way, every time your boy drop, y'all alerted. Hey, man, we gonna dig in on the last situation we digged in on, which was the situation about OJ, right? So as y'all know, the last Prison Chronicles, we was talking about OJ. And like I said, he did the shit, everybody got their own opinion, but I was up around him for 5 years. So I know for sure, being around that nigga, he did that shit in the cold, bro. Oh God. And I'ma say it like this. OJ was a cold motherfucker, man. When I say he was cold, he was cold. Now, it was a lot of shit coming out in the blogs. It was a lot of shit coming out in articles and different things of that nature about OJ. So it was one specific article that came out that a lot of motherfuckers was like, oh, this motherfucker lying and this and this and this and this. And I'm one of them motherfuckers, man, no matter what the situation is, what happened or how it happened, I can only speak the truth about the situation, right? So it was a situation where I ain't gonna say the person's name, but motherfuckers was there to know, and this person is a homosexual that was on the yard with OJ, right? So this person had came out with an article basically saying that he was in a long term relationship with OJ Simpson and this and that, that and that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people really wasn't hearing it. But I can only tell you what I seen with my own eyes. I can only tell you what I experienced with my own eyes, being up around him. So for years, man, we on the yard. OJ was the motherfucker that was over all the sports. He did the scoreboards. We had professional scoreboards on the yard. He orchestrated all the sports. He was always the commissioner over all the sports games that went on at the prison, right? So all the time I would see him, you know what I'm saying? He would be doing shit and he would have homosexuals around him and shit like that. And I never did get why he was moving like that. But I'm like, okay, it ain't none of my business. At the end of the day, he a grown man. You know what I'm saying? So one day we having a championship game. We was the Lakers and OJ was one of the coaches of the other team, the Memphis Grizzlies. They was a tough team. And we damn near beat the motherfuckers. We lost by 2 points. And when I say this was looked like a college game, high college game, semi pro game, I really mean it. It was real competition going on, niggas dunking. I'm talking about niggas calling plays and all that shit. I'm talking about a real basketball game. The whole yard was in there for the championship game, just to tell you how live it was, right? And one thing about Love Lock, man, it was one of them yards where, with sports and shit like that, it was real big. Motherfuckers had lines. They was betting on the games, everything. You name it, it was going on. So, what Pacific Instant, we balling, and I would always see, homosexuals and shit hanging around them and all. I never did get that shit. You know what I'm saying? But, they probably was starstruck and celebrity struck. But at the same time, nigga, you a man and you know that this could, fuck with your image or whatever. But I guess he thinking he in prison, so, it'll never get out. And one of the motherfuckers that used to always be around him, soon as he got out, he put a big story out about him and OJ being in a relationship, right? So I'm going to speak the truth about the situation. So this one particular motherfucker that put that article out, I used to always see these motherfuckers together and I didn't get it. So, but I'm trying to stay out the nigga business, but we stay in the same unit. And this motherfucker stay in our unit, right? So, boom. One day, the next day, championship game go on, all the shit. So one day I'm coming out the gym from lifting weights. I see OJ over there getting his feet did by the homosexual. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? Is he doing this in front of everybody? And he's like on the bench, the same bench that him and Jump Shot got in a fight at. He's on his bench and he's got the punk just right there on the yard in front of everybody doing his feet, massaging his feet and all that shit, right? And I'm like, man, so I walk up like, OJ, what you doing, man? He's like, oh, man, I'm getting my feet did. I said, oh, is that right? He said, man, I don't give a fuck about what nobody say about me. You know, I'm used to getting pampered and getting my feet did and all that, man. I gotta have somebody do these motherfuckers. And when he say that, I tell him straight to his face. I say, man, that ain't no good look. But you do what you want to do. The homosexual kind of get mad when I say that. He say, damn G Money like that. I say, I'm talking to OJ. I don't talk to punks, right? He kind of get that little attitude, but I didn't give a fuck. Man, motherfucker, I'll knock your ass out. But this nigga wants you doing his feet. That's on him. I'm just warning the nigga that this shit can backfire. So, you know, weeks and days and shit go by. I'm watching now. It put me on the radar to watch this. I'm like, damn, OJ, that's crazy. And he's still doing the same activity. And like I say, man, we was in the same unit. So I used to go to his room all the time, sit up in there, read newspapers, hang out with him, talk to shit. We bust spreads, you name it, right, all the time. But after that specific incident, I kind of backed up away from him a little bit. I really wasn't feeling that at all, right? So one night, man, like I say, we running a poker flop, you know, drank everything. So I come up off a vicious ass batch of Pruno. I'm talking about that batch was vicious. So I'm bottling it up. And I go by everybody's room. Hey, who wants some? They going this much for a bottle, getting all my orders. So I go by all the rooms, getting my orders and shit. Boom, I come back to the room, bottling up. OJ had already told me, get him 4 bottles. His celly say, yeah, give me 3. You know what I'm saying? So I'm packaging everybody's shit up, put them in their bags, and I'm going room to room with everybody's shit, making my money, right? So remember, OJ already told me to come bring him his drink. So, you know, I'm making him the last stop because I got everybody's bags named and shit. So I make sure I make him the last stop. So I'm dropping shit off, stop by a couple motherfuckers' house, let them drink. You know, because back then, man, we didn't call it sales. You know, niggas that did was doing a lot of time because a lot of us had a lot of time. That would be our, you know, that's our temporary house, man. We call it the house. Yeah, I'm going to the house, right? That's just how it was. You know, you call me crazy if you want to. I'm just speaking the facts on how it was when I was in the pen. And this specific time, I grab OJ bag. I say, okay, let me bring OJ his shit, right? So I go to bring OJ his shit, and he got his curtain up. You know, a lot of niggas had their curtain ups because the doors stay open all day. My curtain always stayed up, right? It was just, you know, because the doors was open. And you damn sure don't want your doors locked because them COs be falling asleep up there and all kind of shit. So everybody had their curtains up in the unit. That was just a normal thing in a unit. And I go up to this curtain and go to pull this curtain back to say, here, OJ, here go your drink. When I pull the curtain back, OJ laying on his stomach and the homosexual rubbing oil and shit all on his back like giving him a massage. So when I open the curtain, he don't budge or nothing. He say, yeah, just sit it right there, G. I tell whatever I owe you, I got you. I say, all right, you good. And I back out and move the curtain, and I'm like, what the fuck did I just see? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You on your bed, you got the pump, giving you a full body massage on your bed? I'm like, oh, not the juice. And I swear to God, man, it fucked me up, man. And After that, man, I just never seen OJ the same, man. I just never could look at him the same. I couldn't believe that he stooped that low like that. But I always used to say this, man. When motherfuckers come to prison and they fuck around like that, they didn't start that in prison. They been doing that. They been having those type of activities. Remember, he from the Bay. He from Frisco, the gay capital of the world. You know what I'm saying? So he been having that type of activity in him. So when I seen that, it just made me back up off OJ, man, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is the truth, and I can't lie about it. Mr. Las Vegas for the record, and I'm out.